Hey guys, Steve here for another special video today. Today we are going to be recording Honkai Star Rail version 1.4, Jolt to the Wake for my winter dream, the special program. Apparently it's supposed to be really good. The next one in 1.4 we're going to have Jing Lu. We're going to have Topaz. Apparently Steely's coming back. So it's supposed to be crazy. I've been excited to watch this. And I've been too busy to watch it. So now on stream, we're going to watch it now. So yeah. Alright guys, let's see. It's an hour long, that's crazy. Drugs? What the fuck when did I mention drugs? Yeah. This program is brought to you by the International Corporation. Okay shit, March, you're too loud. March. This is Haley.
I'm not fucking March.
This is Moon.
I am not fucking March.
You're March.
No, I'm not.
Look how adorable she looks right here, though.
That's not fucking March. It's not me.
I didn't say drugs. I said alcohol. No, Alec, not drugs. Alcohol. What are you doing, March? You're on TV.
We're live already?
Yes.
Hey everyone! Welcome to the program, and thank you to our sponsor, the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm your host, Astral Express crew member, March 7th. I've been watching my favorite streamer in preparation, but this is still my first time hosting.
I'm her favorite streamer, guys.
If I mess up, okay?
I just came in to say it. Oh my god.
What was
Why don't you stick around, Dad? So here's like Honkai after watching
I
this.
think it was. Don't forget to like, follow, and share, or I'll chicken out.
Like, follow, and share.
And then... Oh, without further ado, let's get right into the trailer.
Yeah. Let me show me the trailer. I want to see. Maybe you should watch it too.
I'm watching it. I'm watching by myself.
Oh my god. If I was high, I'd be tripping. Ooh, it's Topaz. It's Topaz. Whoa. Ooh.
My friend, join me in this dance. Let's bring this exquisite celebration to
Dude,
its
that's time.
climax.
This looks fucking amazing. What the fuck? Mom is playing movies so can barely hear where I would. Oh. Dude, Topaz looks cool though. Why are people saying they don't want to pull for her? I'm pulling for her. Look at her. Ooh, are we getting more story? What's gonna happen? Ooh. You said enough.
I returned to the Lawfu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance
Oh.
and atone for my sins.
Going for your sins, huh? What's up, Jing Lu?
This will be the last you see of me.
Bro, Jing Lu. Ye Oh. Of course she's a sword user, already. Sword Wars? She looks so cool.
Later, Moonlight.
Wait a ooh. Oh.
High Cloud Quintet.
Oh.
It is time to say goodbye.
Oh, she fights Blade! Oh. Both to the wicked. But I'm pulling for both of them. I don't care. Fuck Fuchan, bro. I'm pulling for Topaz and freaking, I'm pulling for Topaz and
The
freaking.
Trailblaze journey continues. There's loads of fun stuff waiting for us out there. Can't wait to catch it all on camera. Like Jing Liu. Never thought we'd meet a living Xianzhou legend. She's super interesting. Miss Jing Liu might look young and elegant, but people say she's experienced and super dangerous.
Ayo, how
I was
annoying.
a little nervous when the director told me I'd be introducing her today.
Oh, Mark? Did you say Mark is
So I
annoying?
thought, why don't I see if I can bring in another young,
Oh,
elegant,
Mark.
experienced, and dangerous lady to help me with the intro.
She's as annoying as Paimon,
Next
though.
up, let's put our hands together and welcome
But
Miss
hi,
Hiko,
every time we're watching the
navigator of
live
the
stream, I've done the
Astral
reaction to
Oh,
it.
thank you so much.
Wow, March. Is that how you see me? I'm very flattered.
Himiko.
Himiko, you're here already?
That's right. I walked in just as someone happened to be calling me a young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady.
I already
You're
told has in
all
my
those
life
things?
and
So,
Jinwoo.
you wanna
The only
take it from
thing
here,
that sets her
Himiko?
above Paimon
Sure
is she
thing.
doesn't
Where were
actually try to
we?
kill us.
Hi, everyone.
True.
As March said, I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. Today, I'll be introducing you to a living Xianzhou legend, Jing Liu.
Look at her. Jinwoo is cool, bro. Bro. Look at her, bro.
Bro, I want her.
I want her.
Moon.
Ever
It's
since I
tempting
first
to be
caught sight of her in Yenqing's
I want her
tracking
too,
entries,
bro. Look at.
I was
I want.
completely hooked. She's Jing Yuan's previous master.
She said the same
I
thing
bet
for
she's
Blade,
got
and
all
she doesn't
kinds
even
of
play a
hidden
game that
stories to
much.
tell.
As one of the High Cloud
It's
Quintet,
true.
she was once the strongest swordmaster on the Luofu. However, due to the effects of Mara, she sometimes loses her grip on reality,
Damn.
perceiving herself as an unstoppable sword.
Jing Liu's so ruthless. She even attacked her apprentice's apprentice.
True.
And she figured out Yenqing's fighting style just from the sound of his swords.
Yeah.
I'd bolt if I saw her coming my way.
That's
I
kind of
can't
that
say
was
I blame
crazy
you.
how she
After
did
the
that.
Mara took hold of Jing Liu, she became a different person. As for the day she crossed paths with Yanqing, it was quite the twist of fate.
I guess so. In any case, Jing Liu is unpredictable at the best of times. But if you catch her on a good day, she's as calm as moonlight on a silent night.
Nicely put. Her power is actually deeply connected to the moon's phases. Jing Liu is an ice-type character following
Yep.
the path of destruction,
Oh,
who uses
she's
two different
destruction.
states in combat.
Different states? What's that?
Think of it this way. When Jing Liu is in prolonged combat, her Mara-struck persona takes over and she changes states. When Jing Liu uses her skill,
That's so
Transcendent
fucking
Flash,
cool. That's the
she
first character we have
accumulates stacks
who,
of
like-
syzygy.
Whoa! Isn't Transcendent Flash the legendary sword move from Mr. Cien's story? The one that cuts through time itself?
You sure seem well-versed in High Cloud Quintet stories, March. When syzygy stacks up to a set amount, Jing Liu is consumed by Mara and enters a spectral transmigration state. In the spectral transmigration state, Jing Liu's every
Ow, my
attack
bad.
deducts a set
guys
percentage of
heard
HP
that?
from her ally's max HP. However, her attack increases according to the corresponding total
Okay, what's
HP
her
consumed.
Q?
See? I told you she attacks her allies.
While in the spectral transmigration state, Jing Liu's skill, Transcendent Flash, becomes Moon on Glacial River, and
Bro,
she
I
is
love how
unable
you.
to launch
She's like the
basic
only
attacks.
character that could like pick
Moon
off
on
who
Glacial
changes her
River
appearance
doesn't
a little
consume
bit.
skill points,
And she
but
takes off her
does
mask
consume
and stuff.
stacks of syzygy. When stacks reach 0, Jing Liu exits the spectral transmigration state. Jing Liu's ultimate, Floor Ephemeral Dream
Look at
Flux,
this.
deals
Look
a
at how
set
amazing this
percentage of
looks.
her attack as ice damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, as well as granting her additional stacks of syzygy.
Whether it's normal state Ice Beauty Jing Liu or red-eyed spectral transmigrator state Jing Liu, she's one heck of a sword master.
According to Xianzhou records, she was taken by the Ten Lords before the onset of Mara and subsequently detained in the shackling prison. The famous confrontation with her apprentice, Jing Yuan, would come later.
Becoming Mara-struck is an unavoidable fate for Xianzhou long-life species.
Yeah.
But they're still trying to find a way to break free of the cycle.
In the brand new 1.4 mission, Clouds Leave No Trace, an anonymous letter silently appears on the Express. It seems an unexpected visitor has extended an invitation and is looking to connect with Dan Heng to delve deeper into the tale of the Xianzhou. Past
gonna be
events may feel
interesting.
distant in the present, but it's only right to give this story its proper conclusion. Valiant figures from times of old reunite with familiar faces and find themselves in a world drastically reshaped from the one they once knew.
I heard the reason Jing Liu wears a blindfold is to avoid catching sight of certain objects on the Xianzhou. Things that would trigger her memory and the Mara inside her.
Well,
It's
not
kinda smart,
seeing
though, if you
isn't the
think
same
about it.
as
Kinda makes
not
sense.
remembering. She's never forgotten those who fought alongside her. As for solving the Mara predicament, we'll just have to stay tuned for the upcoming Xianzhou story.
Can't wait for
Looks
Qianzhou's
like
story.
Jing Liu's next move is gonna be trending all over the Xianzhou. Hey, Himeko, what if I start doing my own live streams? They could track Jing Liu's every step. I bet they'd get loads of views.
Sorry, March. I wouldn't recommend chasing trends. Your content will probably end up clashing with the IPCs.
Really? But my favorite
Don't steal my
streamers
viewers,
are
Mark,
always saying you
please.
gotta go with the hype. Anyway, how do you think I'm doing so far, Himeko? For this episode, I did loads
you.
and loads of research.
you.
Plus, I got lots of tips from
you.
my favorite streamer.
And which streamer would this be?
Me.
Ta-da! She's a streamer called
Freaking
Gwen
status
Ivan. Her
me.
streams are super entertaining.
Damn.
Guinaifen? I can't say I've heard of her.
Me either.
You haven't? She's on the Xianzhou too.
Oh,
How about... I know! I'll tell you all about her.
It's Silver Wolf, isn't it? That's funny. It's so bad.
Stuff.
Oh, it's the 4-star. It's her.
Every single time I look at it, it's different.
She's cool too. Like, look at her. Oh my god,
Her status feed.
bro! No way.
It's alright.
There was one night I couldn't sleep, and I ended up watching Gwenaifen's Kwaiban live stream.
Oh,
never
she's
heard
a
anything
streamer.
like
You know we
it.
gotta get
I
her. She's a
subscribed straight
gamer.
away. It was meant to be.
Her attire is very Xianzhou, but it feels like she's not from the Luofu.
She's not from any of the Xianzhou ships. I think her real name was Guinevere or something. Anyway, Gui means fine wood, Nai means to exist, and Fen means fragrant. Su
Interesting.
Shang came up with it for her. She's her bestie.
What lovely imagery.
I know. Plus, if you think about it, Guinevere and Guinaifen do sound kind of similar. If you say them a few times, right?
We might want to steer clear of wordplay, March. I heard the Xianzhou issues fines for that.
Damn.
Seriously?
Xianzhou culture is vast
Haley's
and
going to
profound.
bed.
There's still much to learn.
Guinaifen says that Su Shang
Go
is
to
always
bed.
schooling her on local culture and
Go
customs.
to bed.
Su Shang is as Xianzhou as it gets. I feel like everything I learned about the Xianzhou I learned from them.
Live streaming, Kwaiban, a passion for Xianzhou culture. Guinaifen seems like a girl of many talents.
She is. Although I feel like she mainly uses them to impress her bestie. Did you know that Guinaifen is actually a street performer? Not to mention she's
Crazy.
also super talented on the
Ooh, she has
battlefield.
a spear.
Guinaifen is a fire-type character following the path of nihility. When using her skill, Blazing Welcome, Guinaifen launches firecrackers, dealing fire damage to her target and
This is
adjacent enemies with a
interesting.
chance of inflicting burn. After unlocking the trace, High Pulse, her basic attack, Standing Ovation, also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
Interesting. Interesting.
I'm curious. Why firecrackers exactly?
Guinaifen says that in Xianzhou legends, artists use firecrackers to fend off scary beasts. In return, the nobility supported the artists financially. Guinaifen is just continuing the tradition, and friendly locals are only too happy to support her. Funnily enough, her talent is called Patreon benefits.
Wow.
When Guinaifen is on the battlefield and an enemy sustains burn damage, there's a chance they'll enter a Fire Kiss state. Fire Kiss is stackable and limited to a set number of turns. While in the Fire Kiss state, enemies sustain increased damage. Which
cool.
reminds me, I think Guinaifen live streamed a battle once too. Her ultimate, watch this showstopper, summons and detonates an even bigger firecracker in the form of a D-ting,
Crazy.
dealing fire damage to all enemies. Targets
cool,
already
though.
inflicted with burns sustain additional damage as a set percentage of the fire damage.
Is this what the kids call going viral? I'd
Oh
love
my
to see
God.
her combat livestream
No.
data. I bet it was an instant hit.
About that.
I'm
Her
cringing.
stream was taken down halfway through. I think she violated the platform's fire safety policy.
Oh.
What do you think? Got a better picture of Gwen-Ifen now?
And I can see why you're so fond of her.
You can't
Cool,
fuck me.
isn't she? I'll message you the link to her
unfuckable.
streams right now. Sometimes she even sends gifts to her fans. Hey, Gwalings, check this out. Scale Gorge spring water, clear and tasteless, rich in calories. One sip,
What'd she say?
you just saved yourself a meal.
I'm laughing.
Actually, I bought some 5-liter Scale Gorge spring water during Gwen-Ifen's last stream. When you're watching her stream, you gotta be ready to grab the deals. They're awesome.
Wait a minute, March. If that's the case, those bottles of Scale Gorge spring water in the Express's storage room, you bought all of those?
Yeah, what about them?
Interesting. Just the other day, Welt was telling me about his new healthy lifestyle habits. Apart from exercise, he's been drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Strangely enough, he's gained a little weight. Guess it
Oh
must
my
have been...
god.
So Mr. Yang was drinking the... it's getting late, Himeko.
Oh boy.
We should get back to the show. The next person we'll be talking about is...
Topaz!
Sure. So, who's Topaz?
Actually, I don't know either. But the director said that Topaz works for the IPC. She even knows that presenter, Albert.
Oh,
Speaking
wow.
of, let's get him on the line. He can introduce Topaz.
Albert?
Albert? Albert!
Yeah, Albert's not here today. Oh my god.
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your
Albert.
good buddy Albert.
I was wondering where you
Why
would
did our art
come in.
style change?
On my show, we go by my style. Up next, allow me, Albert, a professional Interastral Peace Corporation anchor, to introduce to you my guest and IPC colleague.
Topaz! Aww. Crazy, she used one of these to fight.
Topaz is a rising star in the IPC Strategic Investment Department, currently heading up the Special Desk Picket team. She's a combination of youth, elegance, and remarkable ability.
The Special Debts Picket
I don't
Team.
care what anybody says, I want
think I've
her.
heard of them.
Well, as you may know, among the universe's major investors and lenders, the IPC is a big fish. And with so many venture capital projects, there are bound to be bumps in the road. Topaz is our go-to person to smooth out the bumps and make sure we recover what's owed.
Oh, I get it. So the corporation's in the red?
When dealing with defaulters, Topaz's methods are swift and effective, saving the IPC from many a potential loss. She also has a great knack for investments, turning even the bleakest projects into success stories and ensuring huge returns for the corporation.
Wow, impressive. Does she have some kind of superpower?
Within the walls of the IPC, there is indeed a rumor that Topaz's stellar success might have something of the supernatural about it.
Ooh.
Supernatural? Oh, reminds me of Gwen-Ifen's ghost hunting streams.
Ghost hunting? Let's not jump the gun. When people think of Topaz,
She ghost
they don't
hunted
think about
before?
ghosts, but a certain unmistakable companion. I'm talking about her warp trotter, Numby. They may look like a cute mascot, but Numby is Topaz's trusted sidekick, both at work and out on the battlefield.
Yes, sir.
Numby has a keen sense for sniffing out wealth, Security checks, debt settlements, and calculations are all child's play for this little piggy. Together with Topaz, they traverse the cosmos, resolving any and all debt disputes that could threaten the IPC's operations. Numby is a legit employee. They even have an official role and title.
Really?
Really. And don't forget, the corporate world mirrors the battlefield in more ways than one. Topaz's prowess in the former is just as swift and formidable in the latter. And you better believe Numby plays a huge part in that. Topaz and Numby are fire-type characters, following the path of the hunt. At the start of an ally turn, if no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of death, Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Numby starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously, attacking enemies inflicted with proof of death. Excluding Numby's own turns, every time an ally follow-up attack hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death, Numby's action is advanced forward.
Seems like Numby and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of which, Topaz's skill, difficulty pan, is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target, allowing Numby to immediately launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack as fire damage to the new target. This counts as a follow-up attack. Topaz's ultimate, Turn a Profit, allows Numby to enter the Windfall Bonanza state. In this state, damage and crit damage dealt by Numby both experience an increase. If that wasn't enough, every time an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of death, Numby's action is additionally advanced forward. After Numby launches a set number of attacks, this effect is dispelled.
Whoa, Numby's got moves!
Some believe that everything possesses a soul. I believe that if you treat all living things with genuine care, regardless of whether they're human, they'll respond in kind.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Numby's not done yet. Topaz and Numby's technique, Explicit Subsidy, allows Topaz to summon Numby when entering a map. Numby then automatically seeks out basic treasures and trotters within a certain range, leading Topaz right to the loot. The best part? Trotters won't be alerted to their approach, and this effect doesn't even consume technique points. If Topaz and Numby enter combat after using their technique, our little warp trotter regenerates a set amount of Topaz's energy after launching their first attack. If Topaz and Numby are still in the team after winning a battle entered in this way, the team receives a small amount of additional credits up to a set daily limit. The above also goes for winning battles entered in this way within the simulated universe. But instead of credits, the team receives a small amount of cosmic fragments with a chance to bag a random curio.
That's quite the skill set. Seems like Topaz and Numby have a bad cop approach to debt collection.
All that and no debuffs. We might as well call Numby the omnipotent cosmic piggy bank.
Careful now. If there's an eon of prosperity out there, I doubt they want competition. Truth be told, Topaz doesn't care much about Numby's wealth-generating abilities. Here at the IPC, she has a reputation for being clean as a whistle. Money just isn't that important to her. Money is a means, not an end. Work should make you happy. Topaz looks after Numby because she loves them. Simple as that.
Yay.
That's not all I heard. In version 1.4, Stagnant Shadow's Shape of Scorch will be going live. Beat it, and you can snag the essential material required for Topaz and Gwenifred, Searing Steel Blade.
Albert, are you sure Topaz is just your colleague? It feels like she's got a way bigger role than you.
What?
Oh my god.
Clearly, you've never worked in a top-tier company. In esteemed enterprises like ours, we stress a horizontal approach to management. As long as one has their own methodology, finds their own niche, and employs their own strategy, they can exert unlimited influence and change the fate of the project.
Himeko, is he making any sense to you?
I'm not quite following.
Look, I might not get the ins and outs of investing, but I know my way around a presentation deck. Those dazzling slides on Topaz, Yup, my creation. Impressive. It's all about making yourself indispensable in the workplace. And if Topaz were here right now, she'd acknowledge my presence with the utmost respect.
How's it hanging
Was
out,
she
Lee?
there?
Hi, viewers.
Topaz!
That's my name. Don't wear it out. You guys probably mentioned already, but I work in the Strategic Investment Department at the IPC headquarters. It's an honor to be here for Miss March 7's show today, and to meet Miss Himiko.
Hi, Topaz.
Nice to meet you too.
Director Topaz, what brings you here?
A while ago, we received an investment application from the Interastral Peace Media Department. It seems the IPM's presenters want to expand the program's reach. As such, the corporation sent me to evaluate the program's performance.
Director Topaz, I'll show you my expertise right now. So without further ado, let's unveil version 1.4's eagerly awaited 5-star characters.
Yes,
During
please.
the first phase of 1.4 in the character Event Warp, Gentle Eclipse of the Moon, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Jing Liu. And during the second phase of 1.4, 2 character Event Warps will become available.
Oh,
In the
no.
character Event Warp, Sunset Claws, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Topaz and Numby.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the character Event Warp, Butterfly on Sword Tip, the limited 5-star character Zila will be making a return.
Great.
And I almost forgot to mention, the 4-star character Gwenifin will also be a part of these 2 second phase
You're already
character
doing it, Haley.
Look who's back.
You're
It's
already
Zila.
doing it.
Feels like
2 5
forever
stars
since we last
in
saw her
one
in
banner.
Bellabog.
Characters aside, we're also
thinking
eagerly
Topaz over
anticipating
Siri, though.
version 1.4's 5-star
Who do I
light
know what
codes.
happens? Really?
And 1.4's first phase light cone event warp. The drop rate of the 5-star light cone, I shall be my own sword, will be boosted.
It's that sword-wielding beauty again.
Standing there in the moonlight without her
Her
blindfold,
light cone is
amidst all
awesome.
those flowers. Quite the sight.
Unforgettable.
Meanwhile, in 1.4's second phase light cone event warps, the drop rates for the 5-star light cones, Worrisome Blissful, and In the Night will be boosted.
Wow, Topaz is so lucky to be surrounded by so many cute fluff
Oh my
balls.
god, her freaking
Can we get one
light
for the
cone
Express,
looks
Himiko?
awesome too.
Oh, please.
I'm afraid that might not be possible. I remember Pom Pom saying they're not keen on having anything that sheds fur in the carriages.
But Pom Pom sheds tons of fur.
You know, trotters
Wait,
like
what?
Numby make
Pom shed
great
a lot of
companions. They're non-shedding, low maintenance, and super squishy. Plus, they can sniff out valuable treasures. Or, what about adopting a talking bird? Like Owlie here.
Wait, what? Absolutely not. I'm the star of the IPM. And that wraps up today's Warp and Light Cone segment. Director Topaz, I was wondering, how did you rate my performance?
Let's talk about that later.
Oh my
The
god.
reason I'm here for March's show today is to
Oh,
present
it's
some
kind of
small
annoying how
gifts
they're
to
already
our
doing
esteemed
2 5-star
viewers
characters
on behalf
in
of the
one
IPC. I'm not the best at crafting presentation decks, but here is a slide I worked up.
Gee, thanks, Topaz. It's great you could take time out of your schedule to be on the show. You must be pretty busy.
What?
Well, the corporation is
Topaz
a big
is
part
better,
of my
okay?
life. In fact, me and my team are heading out to business on Eurillo 6 very soon. Taking part in today's program was a nice change of pace for me.
Oh, really? Eurillo 6? We've been there. So, is this a debt collecting trip?
I'm
Lies?
afraid I
No,
can't
don't
comment on
lie.
internal IPC matters.
I only speak the
That
truth.
said, I heard the Express crew will be heading to Eurillo 6 for the Trailblaze Continuance
Yeah.
Future Market. Looking forward to seeing you all in Bellabog.
Huh? How did you know about that?
Preliminary research
Oh, we're
is
going back to
crucial for
Bellabog?
the smooth progression of any project. Our data collection lead informed me about a significant site on Eurillo 6 known as the Pillars of Creation, a memorial symbolizing centuries of Bellabogian resistance.
Excuse me.
Out of respect, I intend to pay a visit there with a few colleagues.
Colleagues?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce them.
Alrighty. What?
Senior staff, team leader, grunt, field personnel,
Oh,
and
new
grunt,
spot working
security
around
personnel.
me. Interesting,
They look pretty
interesting.
slick, but I can't help but wonder.
Are they enthusiastic about a trip to an ice
I want
planet?
Jingle and I
I'm
want
afraid
Topaz.
enthusiasm doesn't
The
come into
fuck
it.
she trying?
The
I don't
IPC's
need her.
balance sheet
I don't want her.
isn't
I
the
don't need
best
her.
right
I don't want
now.
her. And I'm not
We haven't got the
beautiful
capital
for
to
her.
rent
I'm
for
gonna wait.
sessions
I'm
like
gonna keep
these.
saving. I'm like
That
16
explains the
and
recent
petty, and I'm not
disturbance in the
gonna risk
corporation.
it.
As if thousands of voices suddenly sighed in exhaustion and were
Silence.
suddenly silenced.
Let's set that aside for now. You know, I've heard all about the achievements of the Astral Express.
Oh yeah.
I also heard that the train's navigator was a lady of unparalleled beauty and talent. It was a pleasure to meet you at last, Miss Himiko.
Stop hating.
Another reason
How
for
am I
coming on the show
hating?
today? I hope I lived up to your
I'm
expectations.
not hating on this thing. I'd
You
rather pick certain
exceeded
people over
them.
certain people.
Next time,
That's not
let's see if we
hating.
can meet up in person.
I'm sure we can make that happen. Once your work in Bellabog is done, perhaps you'd like to drop by the Express.
It's a deal. I've always wanted to set eyes on the Express.
Jeez. Can we get a room for these guys already?
Get a
No,
room? What does that mean?
As another gesture of the corporation's goodwill, I'd like to introduce a brand new
My
event
dogs
for
will hear
everyone to
about this.
take
You
part
don't even
in.
have dogs.
Woohoo!
Nice!
Recognized universally as the leading video game brand,
Ooh, another
Ethereum Wars
event.
is set to
Let's
unveil an
go.
offline fan event on Eurillo 6, the Interastral Tournament
Panda Haley
Festival.
said hi.
Ethereum Wars? What's that?
Think of it as a holographic
But
video
she's
game.
sleeping.
To
So I said
secure
hi
a spot
for
in the
her.
grand final, contestants must collect and nurture ether spirits,
You don't want
which can be found within victory zones.
Ether spirits?
Tell her to go
I
away.
venture to
I'm
guess they're much like Numby here. Digital replicas of creatures designed to serve as combat companions.
Right you are, Miss Himiko. Your knowledge in this area is surprising.
I've heard a thing or two about the IPC's research and cultivation programs.
We can play as an
Am I
NPC,
right in
boss.
assuming that the aim of this event is to analyze
What
the
the
suitability of different species as fighting companions?
Correct. And we stand by our promise that no real-life creatures will be harmed
crazy.
during Ethereum Wars. The IPC has
I'm
renovated
kidding.
an
Haley
old
said
weapons testing
hi,
ground to serve
and
as
she
a
said
tournament
she's
venue.
excited,
We've also
and
set
she
up
can't
victory
wait
zones
till
in
the end of
different
the month.
locations. Herta
And
Space Station, Eurillo 6, and the
I'm
Xianzhou
excited
Law
too.
Fu.
I can't
Those
wait
who
till the end of
manage
the
to
month.
defeat the
I want to
championship
see the
contenders in
Airbnb,
each victory
and I
zone
want to have a
and
good
complete the
time.
hyperlink challenges will be greeted with generous rewards. It's also worth noting that ether spirits, both allied and enemy alike, are classified into 3
I thought it
types:
was gonna be interesting.
mechanical, humanoid,
bet.
and aberrant.
I'm just happy we
In
got the
combat, these
Airbnb.
types have a cyclical relationship, with each one countering another. Attacking enemies that are vulnerable to your current ether spirit's type will allow you to deal extra damage.
Oh, so picking a type that counters your opponents is super important.
You got it. Furthermore, as you advance through the competition, you'll gain access to the even more formidable Overlord Ether Spirit.
I did
which
have
can be
tomorrow
developed to
off,
boost
but I
their
told
combat
Dakota
prowess.
that we'll cover
So
her.
the deeper
And then I
you
got
delve into the
Thursday off, and then I'm taking Friday
the
off. I'm
fiercer
going
the
on
fights
Saturday
become.
instead. And I
This
got
is gonna be quite the
Sunday.
contest. You okay there, March 7th?
Ether spirit, copy.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Whoa, a gold Albert.
Miss March! You look like some battle pet to you? You can't just collect anything and
Do
everything.
what?
It's just curious.
Huh?
A reminder to our esteemed contestants. Numerous players from across the
What?
universe will be partaking in Ethereum Wars. As you progress, new opponents will be revealed.
What about it?
After completing all challenges,
I
exhibition
know, what
matches
about
await, where you might end up face to face with some unexpected opponents.
Do what?
And should you rise to the occasion and overcome the Interastral
what?
Tournament Festival challenges, you'll receive
what are you
IPC-sponsored
trying to say
eligibility
about
for
it?
a specially selected 4-star character. And there
Can't really
you have
hear
it,
you. You sound
the
like you're
full
mumbling.
rundown on Ethereum Wars. Hope you all have fun, and remember to treat your combat companions kindly. I've got a meeting to get to. Bye for now.
Bye.
You're leaving so soon?
But I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Thank you, Director. Your
Thank
wisdom,
you,
foresight,
Director.
mentorship, no bounds. Take care now.
Oh,
Stay
she's
safe out
walking. She's
there.
actually walking.
I should be going too. There's some maintenance on the express to
Never
attend to.
showed them walking
Hope to catch
away
you all
before.
soon.
Thanks for all the help, Himeko. See you soon.
Are they
Then there
gone?
was two.
Gone?
Topaz and Himeko.
She'll start saying
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yes. Take a look
What?
for yourself.
be scared of Dakota
See? Told you. All gone.
because she
Nobody here but me. Nobody else on the line.
Whew, that's a relief. All those gifts. If you ask me, Topaz is just abusing her position to engage in a
What?
personal pastime.
Huh? Topaz's personal pastime? What's that?
Ugh, isn't it obvious to you? Maybe you should take another look at the specifics of this event.
Let me think. I got it! So Topaz's personal pastime is hunting.
Duh?
Hunting.
Hunting. Miss
No.
March, what gave you that impression?
Love you too.
Well, isn't that right though?
No.
I'll show you. This event is all about sneaking up slowly and then... Hey!
Whoa, slow down a second.
You're
Topaz's
wrong.
pastime is cuddling creatures, not hunting them. As soon as she gets home, she grabs her pets and cuddles the heck out of them. She's got hundreds at her company apartment.
Huh? Did you say hundreds? How does she have the space?
Well, her company apartment is an ecological starship. Meanwhile, my feathery butt's in his studio from the 2020s. Topaz lives it up in a giant starship over at corporate HQ. Well, I get by on packed lunches in the middle of nowhere. Hang in there, Albert. Let's shift our attention to some of the other
Dakota
thrilling
will never
events
show
coming
them
our
my chat, and I will
way.
make sure of that because
First off, during the 1.4 release, the Planar Infinity event is making its
Another
debut.
event in the
Herta
simulated
and three other
universe.
members of the Genius
Never
Society
even
made
did
some
the
small
first one.
renovations to the simulated universe, but each of them threw a spanner in the works. With the code damage, the universe is beginning to expand exponentially. Madam Herta wanted me to pass a message on to our trailblazers. Don't panic, just a minor bug. You will be compensated.
Minor bug? Really? It doesn't sound like it.
It's true! The spanners in question cause the simulated universe's blessings and curios to multiply. As such, in Planar Infinity's ordinary plane challenges, trailblazers can obtain some wonderful buffs.
For example?
For example, a cosmic big lotto that won't disappoint?
Oh, wow.
See what I mean? Following an ordinary plane challenge, trailblazers will enter Herta's manic plane with their buffs in tow.
Nice.
Every time trailblazers successfully challenge a wave of enemies, a floor is successfully cleared. As floors are cleared, trailblazers will face off against increasingly difficult enemies until...
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch. Now we have to fight attrition warfare?
Herta
God damn
wants
it.
to test the limits of the simulated universe's memory. Don't panic, Ms. March. As long as trailblazers obtain as many buffs as they can in the ordinary plane challenges, they'll be able to face down the manic plane with full strength. Trust me, in the simulated universe, anything is possible.
Really?
everything
I
is
don't
awesome.
believe
You must believe me! I promise, trailblazers, it's a walk in the park. I'm begging you.
Now I really don't believe you.
And of course, Werewolf version 1.4b, without the ever stimulating check-in event. Come on, y'all, give it up in the back. Let's hear it for checking in.
Woohoo! Check in!
Also in 1.4, we'll be
Oh,
welcoming in a
no.
story replay feature. When interacting with characters in the story, trailblazers can now pause dialogue and review surrounding context. All that juicy
Interesting.
lore and tasty exposition buried under trigger-happy mouse clicks, waiting to be rediscovered.
This doesn't mean you can make new choices, though. So always make choices that you know you won't regret.
We'll also be seeing the return
Yeah.
of the planar fissure and realm of the strange events.
Let's go.
During the events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and cavern of corrosion can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Nice! Double rewards! Some people are farming the cavern like crazy every day. They can save
Tell me
themselves some
about
time.
Would you be one of those people, Miss March?
Me? No way! Pom Pom never stops talking about that mysterious recipe they found. Things are gonna get real busy soon.
And what's a recipe gotta do with being busy?
It's not just the recipe.
Oh.
Pom Pom's been talking about organizing a whole food tour event. So strange.
I wish they would
Nobody
introduce
even knows where the
outfits
recipe
to
came from.
Honkai.
What if Pom Pom runs into bad guys on the tour? I need to protect the
The
conductor.
Genshin.
I get it
It'd
now.
be so cool if they
You want to
introduced
pose as a
outfits.
bodyguard to get a bunch of free snacks.
Hey, that's slander. The food tour will be following the express around the world. Keep your eyes peeled for official announcements on when and where we'll be stopping.
Hey, I'm the one that leaves people in suspense around here. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Redemption codes!
Codes, codes, codes.
1.4.
Oh,
we'll be welcoming in
no.
a story replay feature. When interacting with characters in the story, Trailblazers can now pause dialogue and review surrounding context. All that juicy
Interesting.
lore and tasty exposition buried under trigger-happy mouse clicks, waiting to be rediscovered.
This doesn't mean you can make new choices, though. So always make choices that you know you won't regret.
We'll also be seeing the return
Yeah.
of the planar fissure and realm of the strange events.
Let's go.
During the events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and cavern of corrosion can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Nice! Double rewards! Some people are farming the cavern like crazy every day. They can save
Tell me
themselves some
about it.
time.
Would you be one of those people, Miss March?
Me? No way! Pom Pom never stops talking about that mysterious recipe they found. Things are gonna get real busy soon.
And what's a recipe gotta do with being busy?
It's not just the recipe.
Oh.
Pom Pom's been talking about organizing a whole food tour event. So strange.
I wish they would
Nobody
introduce
even knows where the
outfits to
recipe came from.
Honkai.
What if Pom Pom runs into bad guys on the tour? I need to protect the
The
conductor.
Genshin.
I get it
It'd
now.
be so cool if they
You want to
introduced
pose as a
outfits.
bodyguard to get a bunch of free snacks.
Hey, that's slander. The food tour will be following the express around the world. Keep your eyes peeled for official announcements on when and where we'll be stopping.
Hey, I'm the one that leaves people in suspense around here. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Redemption codes!
Codes, codes, codes.
Wish I already done.
We are honored to introduce Honkai Star Rail to the PlayStation 5 on October 11th. PlayStation 5 is a perfect platform for this space journey, allowing our team to tap into full potential of the console.
The story of Honkai Star Rail is only getting started. Now with added technical features on PlayStation 5, we invite PlayStation gamers worldwide to join us in this breathtaking space fantasy.
Climb aboard the Astro Express on this October 11th. Adventure has no limits.
And may this journey lead
Wait,
us
it's actually
to
coming to
Star Wars.
PlayStation 5 on the 11th of October? That's literally like this weekend, right? Oh, damn, yeah.
Well, that's everything for today. Thanks for tuning in to our special program and see you in the...
Wait! Albert! Who's the main presenter here? Shouldn't I be the one to bring the show to a close?
My bad. Force a habit. In that case, is there anything our main presenter would like to say to the audience?
Let me think. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, follow, and share. Let's get to 50 billion views!
Oh, God.
50 billion. You might want to take a few zeros out there, March. Hey, Anyway, I got a flap. They're not paying me enough overtime, that's for sure. So whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and get yourself home already.
Yeah.
Sign it off. Bye-bye.
Wait, Albert! You really made a break for it. Anyway, so that's all for today's program. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm your host, March 7th, wishing all you guys a great day.
Bye. Bye-bye. Wow, that was exciting. We got Celie coming back. We got Topaz.
Finally!
And then we got,
I'm exhausted.
shit. Oh yeah, Jingliu. Huh. How can I forget that? Marcus.
Really? Oh, thank you, thank you. Actually, I was feeling super nervous.
March, you're still on live.
Oh, no. You guys did all the hard work. Thank you, thank you. Huh? Is the program link up already? I'll share it with my friend. Hey, you see my stream just now?
Oh my god.
You said you'd be tuning in. Link is already up, by the way. I just shared with you. Remember to watch the whole thing. I'll be checking. Huh?
Oh my god. Well then.